What's going on, guys? So I'm just on a recording frenzy lately. So I think I'm just gonna call this series my BDO introduction. Okay. I think it's very appropriate now, other than to like, let's say you're a new player. So again, this series is pretty much to like teach you guys how I learned how to play BDO. I know there's a million guides out there, but I want to be a little bit different. If you look at my Mystic PvP video, it's very different. It's not like other people. Like, I'm not just like, use Wave Warp, use fucking Spiral Torpedo. I'm like telling you like the key inputs. Like, that's how I learned it. So yeah, and I'm just passing down all my knowledge pretty much from pretty much 10,000 hours of BDO, or I think 9,000, 10,000. I should probably be way more geared, but I always progress slow in every game I played, so I'm just kind of accepting it that I'm a lazy guy. So hopefully my lazy strategies kind of go hand in hand with you guys if you're trying to make BDO like your main game. You want to be a full hardcore sweat. Yeah. So let's just jump right into it. One of my first things I learned, and I'm picking people's brains in BDO, is pretty much to play the market. For example, so for me, to get my Fallen God helmet, I need Caphras level 10, right? And I'm in no rush, which is very good. You don't want to rush anything in BDO, alright? The moment you start, like, liquidating every single thing in your inventory on the market, and you're buying stuff, you're probably not doing it right. I feel that, like, in the beginning, because for me, I like to gamble, which is very bad in BDO, but there's still a proper way to gamble in BDO, okay? The first pretty much big thing I learned was that play the fucking market. For example, let's say there is you need Caphras, right? So when would you buy Caphras? When would they be cheap? There's a few things that go hand in hand with that. I think like the longer the game is out, the more people would be finished with their Caphras. Okay, so there's gonna be a dude in full Fallen God, whatever the fuck it is. He's selling all his Caphras now because he doesn't need it anymore. So that'll, pretty much bring the game's market down. I think like based around seasonal events too, like they were good for getting Caphras. But I think the best way is to either the absolute cheapest way to get Caphras cheap, pretty much just pre-order them at low price, but at the same time you want to tie it to an event, okay? And that major event is usually withdraw your Caphras for free events. Because there's probably a dude with a Penkudum that's level C20 that is like, yo, I'm going Black Star now. I don't need this C20 10,000 Caphras in my fucking offhand. So I'm going to the Black Star. I'm gonna sell this shit. And he's probably just outright buying one that's upgraded already. And he's calling it a day, okay? He doesn't give a fuck. Caphras mean nothing to him. And then there's also noobs and seasonal farming Caphras and selling them because they want to liquidate their shit and tap like a moron like me. And then they're gonna, get Caphras that way. So if you look at my market here, I sold like a bunch of cups. They're like 250 million each. And I just had them in my storage because I was like, oh, I'm never gonna fucking use this. It was because, what is it? Just because, what is it? I thought they wouldn't sell. But, you put stuff on the market, it's eventually gonna fucking sell. So, like, let's say you do sell Caphras and you do need money to, like, buy shit for, like, your Jetina pen or whatever the fuck your next goal is, right? Don't sell it for minimum. Always be patient, okay? Just sell your Caphras at the max price. Fuck it. There's gonna be some dude that's gonna buy out all the Caphras at max price eventually. Like, look at this. You should not be selling it for this. Like, everyone that's listening it right here, that's the smart play at 2.4 million. Okay, if you're selling something, you never want to sell it for like the lowest price, especially if it's like enhancement to materials or like shit to get Black Star. Because I think some people like, in terms of like pure enhancement players, like they like have like gamed the game. They know the system. They know that like if they make a Black Star dual to like a Tet and sell it for like 60 billion, that's their strategy. So they'll probably, you know, buy a pen armor and then buy Caphras at minimum price for a while, and then they grind their 2 billion, 3 trillion silver per hour, and then they're just, you know, dumping fucking dual Fallen God, distorted, silent, whatever the fuck it's called, onto the market. And then, you know, that's their way of playing BDO. So there's always someone's gonna buy Caphras, is what I'm saying. Maybe some dude that has been life skilling for 10 years or whatever. He's like, oh, you know what? I kind of want to try grinding now. I haven't really grinded in BDO. And then they're just gonna buy out the fucking Caphras, okay? So that's like one way of playing the market, is what I'm saying. That's the same applies with memory fragments. The same applies with like enhancing in general. I know a lot of people nowadays, they say, hey, just save all of your silver and buy your upgrades. I mean, why not, right? Like, just go ahead, do it. But I think that, like, at least save up to buy, like, a pen Black Star if you're not gonna enhance. And then once you have, like, your pen Black Star, you're gonna have, like, enough monster damage to do, like, mid-game spots so that enhancing is worth it. But, like, if you're a noob and you're grinding Manshams like me right here, and you're getting, like, your mana potions, like, your silver income kind of sucks. So I think enhancing here is like your best silver injection, right? For example, I made this belt, it's earring, and these are only like 9 million each. Look at this. I'm gonna relist it at a minimum price. 50 million every 5 of them. Like, by the fucking, like, if I do this for like a month, I don't know how many earrings I'm gonna have, but I'm gonna have a fuck ton of earrings, okay? Like, I'm not even gonna know, and I'm gonna have a fuck ton of earrings from grinding here. And I'm just gonna tap them and see what I get. And I'm not really gaining anything. I'm not really losing much either, because, you know. But, like, if I do hit another pen fucking earring, I'll have another fucking, what's this? Earring. I'll probably have another pen by then. You know? Most likely I'll hit that pen, because I have this fail stack that's sitting in my inventory that is fucking 190 fail stack. What the hell am I gonna use that for? I don't know. And I don't really play as much as other people. I'm not grinding 30,000 hours a day, okay? That's not me. Like, usually I grind Agris and then I'm done. I don't grind anymore, and I just sit around and talk to people, you know? Like, which is totally fine. Like, for example, I was doing like bartering a little bit and I got bored. I was like, fuck it, I'm not playing BDO today. I'm like, whatever, sure. Or like, I jumped into the well and teleported, game crashed. Alright, I'm not playing BDO anymore for the rest of the day. I'm taking a break, you know? And yeah, that's just one way of playing the market. And that was the best advice I've gotten for BDO. That and making fail stacks. I think learning how to enhance is a good thing too, because it's a part of the game. I think the only time enhancing is like really bad is if you're selling everything and you're gaining no progression out of it, you know? Like, if I just collect everything and I tap like minimally, like, and I'm not spending like 10 billion a day blowing up shit, or like I'm not selling my gear Like, I'm selling this for 36 billion, so I can make another one for 36 billion. That's what I used to do, and that's stupid. Don't ever do that. So yeah, there's still ways to get progression in the game. Like, for example, I made this AP cup for my earring. And yeah, I just gained 3 AP, cool. But, and I'm still, you know, collecting silver up from all my drops. I'm being very patient until I see pretty much my time to strike the market. For example, I could just pre-order Caphras at minimum, because there's a lot on the market. Like, if I put a pre-order right here, like, that's most likely gonna go through, like, when I go take a nap or take a break. Because there's a lot of people putting Caphras on the market. Like, it's crazy. There's a lot of people like me. They probably have like $1 trillion worth of Caphras just sitting in their storage, in their market, because like they're like waiting. They're like, oh, I forgot about it. I grinded every single fucking day. I don't know. Maybe it's like an event or something where the Caphras are for next piece of gear. Who knows? But yeah. So yeah, look at all my trash loot here. But yeah, I'm definitely taking the patient route for BDO. Like, it's cool, you know, for people that are like the meta chasers and they want to like absolutely min-max everything. I mean, definitely, like, that's the way to do it, you know? Like, you could argue I should be playing Valkyrie if I'm going for my mana potion, or like I should just be grinding 16 billion and then just using it to fucking buy a mana potion. But I don't know. What's the point in that? There's weeklies for the mana potion. Why not just do them? And also I have a tennis that I like to do. So I need like 7 more. So I just need to get that little bit more and I'll have my mana potion. And my stupid idea is either I'll have 10 billion or 20 billion by the time I'm done with my mana pot, that I can get kabuas and maybe make another Pendark earring. If not, I'll probably just say fuck it. I'm not gonna go for the Pendark, and I'll just probably get like a goofy earring or something. And that's that. So first tip, play to market. Second tip, fucking be patient. Don't rush anything. And learning how to enhance is a good thing. Like, there's people out there that are like, you know, enhancing wouldn't be a thing. Nobody would enhance if it wasn't possible, is what I'm saying. I've gotten plenty of pens, okay? And I was stupid, because I should have 2 Pendarks, but I sold my last Pendark so that I could buy, like, pen weapons or whatever, because I was stupid. And I was rushing, okay? I should be at 700 gear score, like, grinding 1 billion an hour right now, but I'm not, because I'm stupid and I gambled all my shit away. Because I always like took a break, quit the game, and then did this one thing, you know. For example, I'm waiting for the Hardicutum. Should I really buy a Hardicutum? I don't really need it because, you know, I'm not farming Dekia. Like, even the Dekia people, I think they're using defensive crystals, and defensive crystals are cheap. Or they have like the full like 20 billion best in slot, 1 billion to 10 billion per crystal slots, you know? And it's like, cool, that's nice, that's good on you, man. You farm your 1 billion per hour and sweat and have your 20 million elixirs running. I'm lazy, I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna run pots. But yeah. And I noticed a lot of people lately, like, they're complaining about the end game of BDO. Like, you're in a grind game, bro. Like, for example, I think I made a Reddit post about how Maple Story takes too much time because Legion's fucking gay and you have to like level up too many characters. But at the end of the day, you know, it's just a fucking mushroom game. So someone put a comment on a Reddit post, it's just a fucking mushroom game. Like, hey, BDO is just a fucking dress up simulator where you're fucking killing, you know, mindlessly the AI. So yeah, if that is anything to demoralize you, there you go. But yeah, also like I've seen a lot of videos. For example, I would see like a video of the Lazy Peon. I think he played like years ago, and then he came back to BDO and he had like 20 billion in the bank, right? And I was like, yo, that's enough silver to like get 2 pieces to C10 and then just make your dual fallen god armors. And then that's pretty much what he did. And this dude played like fucking 3 years ago, but he had like 20 billion silver saved up. And it's like, cool, nice. Good on you. What's sold? Oh, nice. I can buy another 5. I wonder how many I'll have by the time I get it. I'll probably get lazy. Like, pretty much whenever I don't want to grind, I'll be playing, like, I'll be messing around with enhancing. I'll be doing something else besides grind. I'm thinking I should hurry up and, like, tag, mess around with Dosa. So that might be one of my next videos that are coming up. So I think I'll wait till Awakening comes out first, and then yeah, that's that. But yeah. Third advice. I think the best advice that I can give that wasn't really a lesson though is surround yourself. This is probably like everything. This applies to everything in life. But this is BDO, right? Who knows? Surround yourself with like-minded people. I think the worst guilds to join in BDO are new guilds that are dead. Okay? Like if you like for example, I'm in this guild. Like it says 80 players, but like fucking there's only 10 people online. Okay? There's always like fresh new sprouts. You don't really get that as much if you join a node war guild, okay? Like I thought BDO was this pay-to-win dog shit grind game until I joined a node war guild, and then I was talking to, you know, like-minded people in PvP, and you know these are like siege players that got lazy and too busy to play siege and gear. And now they're just chilling in a tier 1 guild, and then, you know, when they feel like it, or like when they have like a lot of spare time, they'll probably just merc out to like the big siege boys and PvP then. Because these are like 750 gear score, grinding Dekia, and they're like tired of like the PvP drama, but they're just there to help people. Like that, or like you're joining a dog shit guild that's like, oh, we help noobs. We're an AFK guild. Like, are you really fucking playing an MMO if you guys aren't doing anything? Like, imagine playing BDO, like me, and you never knew how to enhance. Like, I never learned how to enhance until I was like, yo, can someone open your Discord and stream for me? Like, how to enhance? And then one guy did, because I was asking him. I was like, yo, like, do you grind? The dude's like, nope, I don't grind. I just fucking enhance shit in the town. And like, I collect silver off my workers, and I just sell that shit. I liquidate it, and then I enhance duos to tries, and then if I'm hitting a net positive, I sell it. And then, or I keep going. And yeah, that's how he taught me. It was like back in the day, like where people would make like plus 15 enhancements on like green gear, and they would sell it. Like I think that's still a thing, right? Where you make Grunil armors. Like these are like a fucking tet is 550 million, but like the person buying this is too fucking lazy to make a Grunil himself, and he's trying to consume this shit so that he can make the fail stack that he needs to make a try piece of gear or something. Because he's probably grinded 100 hours for like 3 months per day or some shit, and then this is like their one time in a month where they like do their massive enhancing sessions, and then they're like, fuck, I don't have enough fail stacks. I don't want to build my fail stacks, so I'm just gonna fucking buy this shit and do it. But nowadays fail stacks are so much easier to get that like people just fuck around with like dandy boss gear, and then like if they hit pen, they hit pen. Like for example, like if I wanted to build fail stacks, I would probably get an evasion glove and evasion boots so that I can have it later on, in case I do want to do like the evasion swap, which I probably will do because I like the idea of like defensive unkillable sets that are cheap, pound for pound silver efficiency. Like just because some guy spent 1 trillion silver in full pen distortions, they can't kill me because I'm running evasion? Cool, that's fucking nice. I think that's a good idea. Like, hey, they'll get more kills, but I'm a fucking mystic. I'm supposed to be a tank. But yeah, definitely join a guild that is worth your time, especially nowadays. Like, there's guild bosses that you can do, and this is like 30 minutes of bosses that you do like once a week, that you get like potentially 1 billion silver because they drop crystals. Like, look at this. You can get a rebellious crystal that's worth like 500 million or whatever the fuck it is. And the crystals will always sell, honestly. That's kind of good and bad in a way. But like a 1 billion injection of silver per week, it doesn't sound like a lot. But like, if you're playing the game for a fucking year, that's 100 billion, You make 1 billion per day, you get 100 billion. You beat the game, And if you're consistent. And that probably leads to my 4th thing. Like, pretty much play whatever class that is fun to you. Like, if you want to meta slave early game, and you want a 1-button grind on Valkyrie or Berserker, do it, Or if you think Sorceress looks cool, fucking play it. Just keep playing it, Why not? Doesn't matter if it's meta, you always tag the meta later, you know what I mean? Or like me, let's say you play your favorite class for like a year, you're bored, and then you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna re-roll. I'll probably swipe like $60 whenever there's like the event where they sell a 60 plus 60 or whatever, where you get like double your value in money if you swipe $60 of pearls. That's pretty much the only time I've spent money in this game. Probably spent like, I don't even know, probably like, was it like $200 in like my 4 years of play? Maybe more. I think I probably spent like 300 now that I think about it, but like, it just depends what you think you're gonna get out of the game. And yeah. Like, if it's just your basic first game, why not get an outfit and make your character look a little cool? Who knows? And then, I remember I was talking to some people in my guilds, and they're like, yeah, I've re-rolled a lot in the game. And, they would buy an outfit for the character, and then they're like, fuck it, I'm never gonna play this character again. And they fucking, like, melt all their outfits that they had, and they just used it to, like, for cron attempts on their gear. And it's like, huh, that's cool. But yeah, it's good to enhance. But yeah, definitely the mindset is big of like who you play with, Like, for example, I think like another guy I know that quit BDO, he had a friend that led him into World of Warcraft again, and they're pretty much just playing the game to raid so that they can make enough silver so that they can buy tokens. It's like, okay, that's cool. I mean, if you like it, you can go ahead and do it, Because I feel like a lot of MMOs, like, they're dominated by these big guilds. Not because it's intentional, but because they all have the same mindset, you know. Like, if I join an AFK guild that's not doing any payouts, like there's not even the 50 million payout in this guild. Like, I don't even know what they're doing with the silver. I'm not even sure if they're doing guild missions, but if your guild's like constantly doing guild missions, they do the guild bosses every time they finish Vel on the weekend. They'll fucking they'll do Khan afterwards, and then they'll like partner up with like another guild in their alliance or something, and they'll like do Khan together. You know, get your Sally, get your Khan heart, where the fuck it is, and then they'll like warp you to Garmoth as like a guild event to like summon the whole guild there. And then, you know, if you're in a tier 1 node war guild and you're like war decked, it's pretty funny because like after Garmoth, you guys will all be fighting like another guild that's on the same server. It's pretty fun. Okay, like when people say PvP is dead, I don't know. They're just fucking stupid, I guess. It's the end times. But yeah, how do I summarize all this to close out this video? Play the market. Take your time, join a good guild, and enhancing isn't this bad thing, you know? There's a way to do it. Like, if you're tired of grinding, just play the market. Fucking enhance dual accessories instead of tri accessories, you know? Like, I've had plenty of videos on my channel where I talk about enhancing for seasonal. It's like an hour-long video, but like, I literally show myself on the fucking video that I made like a pen belt that sold on the market for whatever it was. I think it was like a cheap belt too. It was like a was it Centaur's belt? It was some cheap ass belt that I told them what to do with, but I think it was. Holy fuck, my UI is glitched. It was a cheap belt. I remember what it was. Accessories, ring, belt. I'll probably do another video, but I think it was a Centaur belt because they were so cheap. I think they were like I made one that to pen because it's nothing, but I shouldn't have sold it actually. Now that I think about it, because again, you know how everyone's getting tankier lately? They're doing the tankier builds for evasion. Look at this. A lot of people are re-rolling to Mystic and Striker because of the PvP damage changes. So expect evasion gear to be a hot commodity, you know? Like, look at, let's say, the necklaces, right? Cecile's necklaces, pen, 4 billion. This is never gonna get. This might get listed, but you know, it's not as much AP, but it's an evasion item, 40 evasion, and you know, somebody out there probably like theory crafted this super silver cheap build that's max evasion, but they like have like a newer offhand for more AP to like make up for their loss or whatever, or they don't care about AP. They just have like full add-ons for human damage, and they have like bleeds instead, so they can they do like 20% less damage, but they don't die. So like, you know, that's the math right there behind that. So if you were interested in PvP, I guess you could like on the side make like some cheap, like, you know, like look at these things. Let's say you play like Guardian or something, and you're like, huh, fuck it, I'm gonna tap these stupid ass cheap rings and I'm gonna make them into this one, into a pen instead of this pen Kaposha ring, because later on I don't want to go for dual fallens. I just want DP up, and then I'm gonna invest 20 billion silver into crystals that my total AP is better than, yeah. But yeah, that's just, yeah. Alright, this video is getting too long. 30 minutes. I'm trying to keep my videos short to 30 minutes. Hopefully this, hope you guys can share this or like show it to like your friends about like how to fucking play BDO, because it's kind of annoying to like see all of the videos out there of like basic shit and they're doing it wrong in their eyes, and it's like, oh, here's how to grind this spot for 700 million an hour. No, that's not how you play video, okay? Like, just do what's fun, take your time, especially in the beginning. Like, I know like in the beginning it's a slog for a lot of new players too, but those journals gotta get done so you get the gear, man. At least as you're getting the journals, you know, like you're progressing your account. And like I think I have like the health journals that I gotta do, but I gotta like spend like 1 billion to get them or something. I forgot, but I gotta get bored enough to do that because, you know, I'm lazy. But yeah, all right, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm not sure what it's gonna be about, but I'll probably think about it while I'm grinding. Probably make the video tomorrow, actually. Yeah, because like 2 videos a day is a lot. I feel like I'm just spamming videos, and then it's just gonna get boring. Alright guys, see y'all around.